Hey, what's up there, guys? I'm Hubs, and I want to show you guys my journey through finally beating and capturing Karl. So here I'm showing you guys my parties. I recorded this earlier, and I'm just putting some commentary right now. Um, yeah, I mean, I had the generic, my mono dark team, my mono light team, you can see right there. And then I also had my thunder team that I had been slowly leveling up as well. You can see not everything's maxed out. Um, Yeah, I think right here I'm looking for a Breaker Magris. Yeah, that guy has one. And then as for friends, like I just took what I had. Everyone has like a Curie and Magris right now, and like that guy had a Elimio, which is great. I just took him, and then I took a Cephia because my light team had Cephia. Um, this is my first time I was running it here, and honestly, I hadn't really watched any YouTube videos or read any guides. Like I saw the one on App Invasion, and I was just going for it. I mean, first try. I actually already made a mistake if you didn't catch it, and it'll cause me to lose my first try before I even get to the second form. I think, yeah, I think I end up just like forfeiting this one. Um, but yeah, let's see what am I doing here. The items I brought High Cure, Divine Light, Cure, Dark Ore, and Dark Seal. At first I was most comfortable with my Mono Dark team because I just use it for Frontier Hunter, use it for grinding, essentially anything. So I was like, yeah, maybe I can just beat him with one team, my Dark team. I mean, with Ilmina and Elimio, I mean, it's probably possible. I mean, my Elimio is pretty good, Anima Elimio, with a Evil Shard on. All my other units are just using like Sacred Jewels or Medulla Gems. I think my Elmina is using an Omni Gizmo, which increases the drop rate of Brave Crystals and Heart Crystals. Um, but I mean, I could have used Medulla Gem on him too, or Sacred Jewel. I think I just put them on my other ones. So I guarded that turn because I read somewhere that after, in his first form, when he's above 75% HP, he uses his AoE BB. So I guarded on the fifth turn, but I mean it did so little damage. I'm pretty sure I didn't even have to guard. I think the next time he does it, I actually forget to guard or I do something stupid. Oh yeah, there you go. So as you can see, my Elmina there just got paralyzed. And just like, what? I was so confused when this happened, and then I realized that I actually made my leader is my Goth Ilkakiri, my animal one. I forgot to change it to my Elmina. And right here I'm thinking like, maybe I can still... And then I realized like shortly, no, I have to give up. Uh, like any second, any round now, like I'm gonna get paralyzed again or something. I'm just gonna be like, nope, I'm done here, and I give up. But until that happens, yeah. So my item choices here, probably not the best. Well, I mean, Dark Ore is okay, but I mean, this fight is such a grind anyways. Having extra damage for 15 turns is not actually going to be a big factor in winning. I mean, you might as well go for, I don't know, like, there's Mega Cures now. You can bring those, or like those like Mega Divine Lights, they're even better. Um, yeah, the Dark Seals are, I think they're good. You can use them in a better way. Oh yeah, here I give up because I'm like, oh, I got paralyzed. There's no way I'm winning this. Just wasted 50 energy. Learned a valuable lesson. So I think I start right back up again. I choose to stick with my mono dark team as my first team, and I switch my Elmina to the lead. I think I just rushed right back into it. So yeah, failed first time. Mistakes were made. Lessons were learned. Oh yeah, the nice thing about reinforcements here is it gives you your entire friends list. So it's not random. You can just pick the same friend over and over again. So if you actually know your friends or have a way of contacting them, you can ask them to actually put up certain leads for you, which is really nice. So I pretty much go in with the exact same party, the exact same items. Mistakes were still made, or who knows, maybe I beat it. No, I don't beat it. But yeah, start with a mono dark team again because I still think it's the most comfortable for me, or I'm more used to like sparking with it and kind of knowing the capacity of my Dark Team just because I use it so much. Um, but yeah, I'm back into it again here. I'm guarding with my Alemio because I think I just guard with her every turn she's not healing because I'm scared. Like, if you lose your healer, it's basically over. I mean, you'll get maybe 2 or 3 more rounds in, and then everyone's gonna die. And, that's really that. Um, I don't use any dark ores or dark seals on this form because he's supposed to be really easy. I think yeah, I was a little scared there. Almost lost my Elmina. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think for the first 75% of his HP, like, he just does like regular hits. I mean, oh yeah, I remembered for the frozen axe thing. Yeah, I guarded. But you can see like it barely did any damage, and if I hadn't guarded, it would have just taken like 40% of my HP, which wasn't the end of the world. I mean, with 3 Kikiris, a Magris, and my Elmina, my Elimio is pretty much having her Brave Burst up every 2 to 3 turns, depending on how well I spark or how lucky I get with the Brave Crystals, and if they all fly to her. Like, if they fly to her right now, yeah, that one was not so good. Only healed like 25% of her Brave Burst. But that Evil Shard, like, that shit's OP. This Magris didn't have Super Brave Burst. I have not had a single friend that has Super Brave Burst yet. Excited for when they do, but I don't think it's gonna make. Maybe it will make a huge difference. I don't know yet. Oh, I guarded again. Yeah, I remember I guarded, and I was like, no, that was only the 4th turn. And then I think I got annoyed, so I just healed my Lemio, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tank the next one. I'm probably not gonna die. And what happens? Yeah, it doesn't do that much damage. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Keep attacking. And now he's below 75% of HP, so he starts using that lightning axe and like verdant. I couldn't even read it, it's too fast. That other axe thing, and they're like single hit attacks, and they do quite a bit of damage. If my Lemio gets lightning axe, like, I mean, like, she's gone. See ya. Simple as that. Yeah, I mean, not much. At 50%, he's gonna transform into his other form, um, lightning axe. Yeah, he actually doesn't really hit that hard. Well, at least in his first form, he doesn't really hit that hard at all. But I mean, granted, I pretty much have like max team. That's like Anima, Ilmina. So that's 5.9k HP with like an Omni Gizmo, like a gem that doesn't give any stats. And then my Kikiris are, I think, from top to bottom, they're all max level: Guardian, Anima, and then Breaker. I actually had another Breaker one, but I was like, probably a better idea to bring my Guardian one just in case. And yeah, probably is best to just use like all Animas, but I don't have all Animas, so yeah. And he's below 50% HP now, so he's gonna transform. Gets like a little, that like a dinosaur on his back, big werewolf or something. But yeah, it's like, does he do less damage now that he's transformed? No, I don't know. But actually, like, it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you see his HP is going down, and how much is that? Like 5%? Like, it would take like 20 rounds to beat him or something. And I still haven't used a dark or a dark seal yet. Like, I was contemplating. I was like, should I use them? Because if he's in his final form, right, and I used all my dark ores, it should just, like, it's all cumulative damage, right? It all stacks up. But then again, like, once he hits a certain HP threshold, he actually changes his attack patterns or he uses stronger attacks. So then you want to save them for that, just in case. Like, you want to get through like the 50 to 25% as fast as possible, or when he's at his last 25%, you want to use all your dark ores and kill him. But then it's like, there's too much going on when you're doing this. Like, you don't know. Yeah, I think I'm actually about to. Yeah, it's not going so well at this point because I think I figured. Oh yeah, I tried to use the dark seals, like, because my Lemio didn't have Brave Burst, so I couldn't heal, and I was like, I was being really cheap here. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just use a couple heals, put the dark seal on, and maybe I'll live. Did I live? I think I lived. Was I still cheap? Because, yeah, I had that round, and I still didn't have Brave Burst, so I was like, oh, let's push my luck. Let's see what happens. If I don't, I just wait for the Brave Burst. And he's above 75% HP right now. So he's only using these like weaker attacks, like the same from his previous form. Um, so I was able to survive from it. But then I think, is that 75%? I'm not sure yet, I can't tell. But once he gets below that, like, I mean, he starts hitting hard. I think he does AoE Brave Burst like twice a round at that point. Like, is it 75% now? Let's see. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think that's just like a attack up thing. Yeah, and then once he hits 75%, he does like the double Brave Burst in one turn. And with one healer, that, like, for me, that just wasn't enough to sustain it with the Mono Dark team because I didn't have like that defense. And I don't know why I didn't pot there or didn't heal. But yeah, that was like when I was running this, I was like on the bus to school. I don't know, maybe like the bus randomly stopped or something. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't heal there, so like obviously you're gonna die if you don't heal. And I was like, okay, well, my dark team got me this far. It might be okay because you know you get three squads when you actually start this. Um, but the thing is, even though you get three squads, it's not really easy to start with your second squad because everyone starts with 0 Brave Burst. So it's going to take like 2 or 3 turns for your healers to even charge up their Brave Burst so they can consistently heal you. And chances are, if you've gone through your first team, you've probably used most of your items. In my case, that's not true because I was an idiot and I just didn't heal and I died. Like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. I just died because I didn't heal. But I'm down to like 60% HP right now actually for this Karl run. I'm just trying to burn out my Kukuris right now. I mean, get as many hits in before he just wipes me. And I mean, he kills pretty fast. Boom. Yeah, and then so once these two die, I think my lightning team is next, which has my I have a max level 6 star as I think it's Breaker. Yeah, it's Breaker. And then I have 2 locks, 1 anima and 1 breaker. My breaker one is maxed, and my anima one is like level 58 or 61 or something when I was doing this. And then I was also using my lance, which is also 6 star and max as well, just because I didn't really have another thunder unit at the time. I mean, I have like 4 star like Amy and like another 4 star lock, but I mean, I'm pretty sure 6 star lance is still better. I don't know why I'm not doing anything right now in this fight. Like, maybe I was like so stunned on the bus. I was like, oh no. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so what I was saying before, like, I had this Alemio and Eltree, so I was like, oh yeah, this should be great. I should be able to beat him. But the problem is, he still inflicts us status ailments. And my Eltree is supposed to be able to cure them all. But because my Eltree is using, I think, a refined gem, so no status ailments can be put on him, or then he'd be so screwed. It's like he doesn't really charge his Brave Burst really fast, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, Lance just died in like 1 turn, even though like I'm pretty sure there's like this guy doesn't have any like fire type moves. He just like dropped my Lance in like 1 turn, so I was like, okay, this is probably not gonna be really good. And my Eltree is like still not even halfway. Alemio is getting up there because she has a evil shard. But at this point I was thinking like, oh no, before my Alemio died I was thinking, oh, maybe I can beat him. And then my Alemio died in a turn. I don't know what happened. Did he just like Thunder Axe her or something? And then she just immediately dropped. Because I think I used her BB that turn and I didn't guard, so she died. Which is like unlucky, but you know, shit happens. And then yeah, my Eltree is still not at Brave. Like, it's terrible, honestly. I think like the lesson I learned from this one was I should probably use my Elmina. Eltree is not that good right now. If he has to use refined gem so he doesn't get any status elements himself, I would say just like Elmina is the way to go. You know, personal preference, what I've learned from this run. But I mean, I don't want to spoil it. Who knows? Maybe I do in this one. I mean, he's at 45%, 40% right now. My Ez actually does a lot of damage. Every time he smacks him in the face is like 3.6k plus a couple 500s. Like, that's crazy damage. And I think my Ez is using a Sacred Jewel. My locks are 2. Or I might be using like that Bernie's Soul stat. The thing that gives like 10% to all stat. Don't really remember. But yeah, I'm like actually so close right now. And then he does that, and then my Ez dies, and I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna burn out this team too. My Eltree finally has his Brave Burst again. So I think, do I get another extra round with this? Or does he die? Oh, I would have been sad if he died. Like, really unfortunate run for me. I should put on some music right now. I'd sing, but that'd be really bad. Yeah, I ran out of pots. I still had 2 dark ores and 2 dark seals. But I mean, I think from this, I was really surprised how much damage and how far I got with my lightning squad. Yeah, I mean, and they're basically strong against water units, right? So Karl does half the damage to them too. So that, oh yeah, bring out my Cephia squad with Atro and Selena. Just like, look how big my squad is. Like, they're so flamboyant. They got all this shit around them. But I guess your last team is always like, they all have mirror mouses equipped to them, and they're just like, however many turns you get, you just attack. I mean, things are looking pretty good right now, right? Oh, and then that happened. But no, look. Like, they do so much damage. Like, you don't need healers. You don't need Elminas, you just attack. And then, oh, and then there were 4. Then I attacked. Yeah. I was pretty close this run. But yeah, no dice. And I still had the 2 dark ore and 2 dark seals. This was a sad run. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got another video coming up right after this with my last and final successful Karl run.